Before we get back to Gina Mangieri, we want to do that now at this time to talk about the federal judge who ordered Catherine Kealoha to jail immediately before her sentencing in October. Gina?
Well, I was in court today when Catherine was taken into custody by those federal authorities, and people say she may be spending a very long time there.
Catherine Kealoha walked into federal court Friday morning on her own, but was taken out in federal custody. After a brief detention hearing, the judge remanded the former deputy prosecutor, whom jurors found guilty of leading wide-ranging crimes spanning nearly a decade. Prosecutors wanted her in custody through to her October sentencing, moving to remand as soon as the verdict came down Thursday. Prosecutors said Kealoha lies as easily as she draws breath. Kealoha will do anything and everything to avoid the consequences for her unlawful behavior. The facts at trial alone establish the risk of flight and the danger Kealoha poses. The judge said he did not consider Catherine a flight risk, said she wouldn't get away for too long even if she wanted to. But he keyed in on her repeated attempts to obstruct, influence, and sway witnesses, victims, and others in a range of separate incidents. The judge sternly cut off a defense attorney's denial of Catherine's obstruction, saying 12 people, the jurors, just said it happened. But the defense persisted, asking the judge instead to impose other restrictions or conditions on her bail, saying she has demonstrated she's not a public safety risk. The judge was not convinced, stating, "I am concerned about the obstructive conduct that has been demonstrated. It goes on and on. Attempting to obstruct justice appears to be Catherine Kealoha's bread and butter." And with that, he remanded Catherine not just on the conspiracy case, as the prosecutors had requested, but on his own also revoked her release on 2 indictments coming up for trial, one involving bank fraud, the other drug charges.
What is the implication of the judge's decision today for these upcoming 2 cases that she and others are involved in?
Those cases are pending. You'll see what happens in them. Today is the end of 1 chapter, and there's more work to be done. And the victims in this case are going to have some degree of satisfaction.
I only have 3 words: appeal, appeal, appeal.
That's the private attorney brought in at the tail end of the trial to help Catherine's taxpayer-funded appointed counsel. Appeals cannot be filed until after October sentencing.
How will being incarcerated during the run-up to these other 2 trials for her and others impact those pending cases?
Makes it harder for the lawyers.
Why?
Well, it's difficult to meet with the client when they're in custody.
Will Catherine consider a change in plea in either of the other 2 cases?
No idea.
Have you discussed it with her?
Nope.
Will you?
That's up to her.
The bank fraud charges for Catherine and Louis Kealoha also allege Catherine committed aggravated identity theft and obstruction for raiding $167,000 in inheritance funds of 2 kids that Catherine was an appointed guardian of. That's slated for an October trial. And there's a separate indictment alleging she and her brother, Dr. Rudolph Puana, trafficked painkiller drugs while Kealoha abused her deputy prosecutor position to conceal it. Trial for that could start in 2020. Outside attorneys say today could be Catherine's first day in a long federal prison stay.
She can get consecutive time as each case comes before the court and if she gets convicted. There are enhancements for prison for obstruction of justice, for sophisticated scheme.
Just in the recent case alone, the conspiracy count carries up to 5 years behind bars, but each of the 3 obstruction convictions could net 20 years apiece.
Could she end up spending the rest of her life in federal prison?
I hate to even think that, but if she goes to trial in all these cases, forget it.
Now, the feds did not seek, and the judge did not independently move to remand any of the other 3 convicted co-conspirators, Bobby Nguyen, Derek Han, or Louis Kealoha. Catherine's husband did not come to court for his wife's detention hearing. Back to you.